Hey there, welcome back, guys. Special thanks to Daisy from DESLOC who sent us the C110 fingerprint deadbolt that you can actually use your fingerprint to unlock, or keys if you like, or have a designated pin so it works just right for you and unlocks at the touch of a button. And if you like that tactile feel, you'll definitely like this lock because it doesn't have that touch screen. It just has buttons that you press, which I kind of like, especially for this door right here. Now, if your door is custom, you're going to have to shave off a little bit. 95% of the people that have doors do not have custom doors. As you can see here, it's a little bit shorter, so the door here is custom, but your average door, as you've seen it installed in the previous video, I'll leave a link to the description, that you can actually install it in any door as easy as 1, 2, 3 without the need to shave anything, as long as the guy, whoever installed your door, did it correctly. And again, we can use our fingerprint, use the keys, or say goodbye to the keys and have a designated pin that works just right for you. But without any further ado, let's get started. Let's check this out. It's also waterproof, which is great. So it doesn't have to be used on a door that's on the inside of your house. You could use it outside, which works really well. And you can add additional users. Maybe, you know, if you're like me, I'm like, hey, I have the hide a key. It's over there. You have to go on a geocache experience just to find the hide a key. No more hide a key because you can designate a user to have an unlock for this particular lock, and then the experience works for them. And maybe they're not here anymore. Maybe they left. Maybe you don't want them to have access to your lock anymore. Well, you know what? Then you just delete them. It's as easy as that. So this is a great lock for home, outside your main door, or even inside an area like this where you want to keep the kids out of, you know, because they come in here a lot and sometimes things fall down. So without any further ado, let's get started for the smart fingerprint deadbolt. We're just going to see what's inside. We're going to show you how it actually works before we actually do the installation. If you want to do the installation, just scrub to the midway into the video. But if you want to see how it works, check this out. So the lock is installed. If your batteries die and you need to access the room or unlock the lock, take your phone, okay, and take a USB-C cable. Make sure it's connected on one end of your phone. And as you see, we can plug it in underneath. And then if we press a key, we have power, except it's unregistered, which is fine. But as you can see, it's asking for the initial pin, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then press enter. See, auto detecting. We're powering it from the phone. The batteries are right here. See, auto detected. And now we can enter a username. We're going to enter Lou. Okay, L O. Whoops, forgot to press space. L, and space is the lock key. O, and then U. Whoops, forgot to press space. O again. O, space, and then U. Okay, you'll probably run into the similar experience too. The lock key is spacebar, and then you press it again, and we complete the experience. Enter a pin. I'm going to enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, don't do that, but this is just for simulation purposes so that you know how to program it. And press enter. It'll ask again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Use something more complicated so no one gets into your room. And then there we go. Voila, config successful. Now if I go here, see, that's okay, but I want to unlock it. So I would just press here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it should unlock. Voila. So again, power from here until you can get to the store and get fresh batteries, or just simply use the key. But what we're going to do is next we're going to unplug it. Okay, so again, phone, USB-C, or maybe you don't have a phone, any power source that has these two connectors. Okay, knowing that, and moving forward, what we're going to do is we are going to install the batteries now. As you can see, here we are. Some of you might notice, like, hey, where's the doorknob? I don't have one on here, but as you can see, we don't need one. We installed one on the shed, which has 2 doorknobs, and we moved one. But as you can see, if your door only has one, all you need is one hole. Kind of neat, huh? So there we go. So now it's being powered by the battery. I'm just going to slide that over. And now remember, now we can use the key to unlock it. Whoops. It's set for, I believe, X amount of seconds. We have to program it. See, we could use the key, which is kind of neat. Keep one handy. You decide where you want to keep it, but don't tell me, tell you. So now what we can do is we're going to set it so our fingerprint can unlock it. So now we have the key, we have a pin, or our fingerprint. Okay, so now we're just going to go to menu, enter admin or pin. So in this case, since we don't have a fingerprint yet, we're going to have to enter the pin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and voila! Now I'm in the menu. Door's still locked. Okay, because we pressed menu to get here. So now I'm going to go to 4, lock settings, and let's see, open direction and auto detected. But if you need to reconfigure it, you can do the open direction there. Sound setup, and let's see, 2, lock setup. And then passive auto lock, which would be the second one. Press enter. See, please enter time, 5 seconds to 120. We're going to put in 120. 1, 2, 0, and then enter. So now after 120 seconds, the lock will automatically lock. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 4 again, and then lock setup. See, passage mode, auto lock, that's fine. And now what we're going to do is go back to menu. Menu brings you back, okay, and you see now we're back. Now I can go here, failed because we don't have a fingerprint yet. So what we could do is go to menu, enter, let's see, fingerprint won't work. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go again, press it, enter your PIN, okay? So we know that if someone tries to get in, they're not getting in. So I'm going to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, enter. Now I'm in, okay? But now to get back to the menu, just go here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what we entered, but by default, the password code is 1 to 6, okay? So now we're going to add admin, press 1, and then add fingerprint or PIN. We already have a PIN, so now we're going to add a fingerprint. So just press enter. It's similar to the iPhone experience. Add user, enter user. We're going to enter Lou, L, and then space, and then O, and then space, and then U, or whatever you want to add. And then space again, and that seals the deal. Now, username exists, okay? So now I'm going to add admin, add admin fingerprint, add user. So we're going to select a user. That would be me, okay? Don't actually not add, but select. So press 2 since I'm already in there. There's Lou, okay? Hopefully, if he's already in there or she's already in there, it won't let you. But as you can see, we can just add the user and give them the experience. All right, so now we're going to press fingerprint. And then similar to the iPhone, see? Add. Keep doing it until it says successful. Now, we should be able to go back to menu, exit out, and then now, see, wait for it. Just press there to unlock, activate it, and then it says successful, but in order to create that experience, you have to lock the door first by pressing the button. Now the door is locked, and then we can successfully unlock with the touch of our finger. So now we can close the door. I'm like, wait, how are you going to close the door without a knob? That's okay. If you got one knob, you can get something finagle it, but as you can see, we can pretty much close this like this. See, as long as your lock is, your door closes smoothly. like this does, you just press it like that. Voila. Or use the key to create that experience too. But as you can see, works out really well. See, now we can unlock it. See, voila. If we want to close the door, we can just close it like that. It gives us a really nice grip. We can just grasp it from there, hold the lock button, and voila. Kind of neat, huh? And to unlock it, it's really easy. We just use our finger or use the key. The key will most likely fit in really easily. And as you can see, it's not a problem. See? And now we can unlock it either way with the key. And then just do that. But in this case, these are just for spare. I kind of like the experience of just locking the door at the touch of my fingertips, or unlocking the door at the touch of my fingerprints, or locking the door again with the touch of my finger, as you can see, and then unlocking it with the key code, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then voila, open sesame. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. So those are the ways you can do it. And don't forget the alternative power when the battery's dead. You just gotta find that cable. Hopefully you have one lying around, but you won't need one because the batteries are set to last for up to 1 year. Now that we've seen what the DESLOC C110 can do, let's see what's inside before we install it over here. Come, there's our box. Beautiful logo. Looks like a lock and key. Remember, this is the DESLOC C110. Okay. Great. Comes with the template. Like all other locks, you can decide which way works right for you. User manual. Box that contains everything you need. This one is ideal for those that like that tactile experience, because the buttons you can just touch and feel them, as you see. Yep, here it is. Well, this one is different. Enter initial pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll just fold that page. A little boilerplate there. This is for the bigger door. Okay, we don't need that. Looks like it turns so it can come out. See? Now it's extended. Longer. Shorter. Comes with 2 keys. Okay. And each of these are labeled deadbolt, strike plate. That would be here. And then we have the interior lock screws. Should be 3. Yep. Which go here. 1, 2, 3. And then you have here the 2 longer ones, right? Which go here. See, right there. 1, 2, and that would go, as long as the lock is in its upright position, this would go in there, and then that goes there. And then what you would do is you would have the back cover off. See, and that to access the screws inside. Only 2 though. 1, 2, and then the other one's right there at the bottom, which would just hold the whole rest of the experience together. See? Well, but we have to run the wires through there first. So, similar experience to the other one, except without the dongle thingy. And then comes with spare parts in case, I don't know, you need those spare parts when you need them. And then I believe we'll put that there because we'll definitely use the keys. We're not gonna, hopefully we don't need to use the template, but if you do, it's in there. Passwords 1 to 6. Similar setup to the other one, which is very easy. And come, let's put this over here and see how it goes. So first you want to remove the screws from here. All right, and this part is a little bit tricky, but the screws should come off because you have to have the doorknob closed and the screwdriver at an angle. Thread it out, but it's about that long. Get it out. See? And then voila. We got our doorknob off. Just have a cloth handy so that you can you can see it's going to get greasy. And then this, pull that off, okay? Release, and now you have there. And as you can see, this one is not the extended. So now what you're going to do is you're going to look for this, the part that says up. See where it says up? And that's how it's going to go in. And hopefully, in the perfect world, if you're a locksmith, did it correctly, it should fit. If it doesn't, you may need to shave the plate or the door a little bit more. I believe I just need to take a little bit off. But remember, chisels are sharp, okay? Remember the up part, right? Yep, that's the up, uppity up. And nice, see? Now we're flush in there. See it says deadbolt strike plate. Make sure the up is up, just double check. Go in, now it's flush. Now the door will close. As long as the door closes, okay? You are golden. That's what you want. You want that to do that, see? So you might need someone on the other end holding the lock, but if it holds, great. If not, find someone to help you. You're gonna grab this plate right here. See where it says cable hole? We're gonna push that in right there. Remember, a cable hole goes in the cable hole because the other one is for the other part that turns the cylinder. And then you're gonna take this, right, and push this in like that. Let it clip. We can let that hang now because it's gonna support itself. Okay, so next we're going to open up the mounting screw plates. So now we should have this looking like this. We have that in there, seated nicely. We have the deadbolt in there. We have this on there, on the door. As you can see, the keypad, it's hanging on by a thread. We have the cabling in there. And so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna see this like this. See, that's gonna go like that, okay? And now we're gonna open up the mounting screw plates. Okay, and there's only two screws for the mounting screw plates. And now this will should go into its hole. If you have an electric drill, go electric until, so that it's tight. Same thing with the other one. Open up this bag right here, interior lock screw. So now we're gonna seal the deal. The wire should go in there. See, feed it in, and then that will go like that. And voila. So once you have the battery cover off, if you have the battery cover on, you're not going to be able to close everything. And now we can screw them in. See? There's one. Not tight yet. If need be, we could always close the door now to get a really good gist of things. It needs to go like that, okay? So we might need to make the hole a little bit bigger. Kind of neat, right? For the DESLOC C110, really convenient. You could use your finger, use a touchpad for that designated key, or use the keys that actually come with it. And remember, if the batteries run out, it has that emergency power port where you can just plug right in, as you saw, and then either reset the pin, unlock, do whatever you need to do that works just right for you. But this is definitely a must-have, especially for at home when you want to keep kids out of a room like this. Maybe you want to keep kids out of the room for whatever reason. You have things in there that you don't want them to have access to, whether it's detergents, weapons, boiler, right, hot water heater, tools, sharp objects, whatever it is. You now have the DESLOC, or maybe the front door. This could actually be used on the front door. It's waterproof, IP, I believe, 57, if that is correct, IP54, okay? For those of you who want to know the rating, but it does work, and it's got those buttons which will not let the moisture get in. So that's also a selling point right there. And who doesn't want to say goodbye to keys? Who doesn't want to have to say goodbye to whoever it is that you want to say goodbye to without asking for your keys back, right? Because you just simply change the code on the lock and you are golden. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.